people have been asking me what I use for their hair. I don't know what Lyra's hair type is, but it's this. And it really depends on like how porous, the porosity of the hair. So even though the hair may look similar, if it doesn't hold water the same way, like it's not gonna work. So get yourself one of these. This is a continuous spray water bottle. I get 2 of them for like $6 on Amazon. And I really, really saturate the hair. Rain, 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 rain.
It's Lyra.
It's Lyra. The next thing I'm gonna do is detangle. Really get in here with my fingers. I've been using the Shea Moisture Leave-In for all my kids and it works really well. I use a lot of it. Rub it in my hands. And so my goal in this part is just to get the conditioner throughout the hair and really focus on getting it towards the ends. I hold near the root so I'm not pulling it and I just pull it through to the ends, because really with curly hair, a lot of the issue with why it doesn't grow long and that kind of thing is because they're not getting the moisture all the way to the ends. So I just try to make sure that it's going from root to tip, starting with the tip and going down to the root. Next is the magical thing that changed all of our lives, the unbrush. If you don't have one of these and you have a kid with curly type 3 or 4 hair, please get one of these. It is a game changer. Seriously, I cannot advocate for this anymore. Like, you need to have it in your life. It gets, so I don't even know how it works. It's amazing that we used other things for so long. Here I'm still holding at the root and brushing through on the ends without yanking at her roots, because she doesn't like that. I mean, who does like that? No one likes that. So, and you can see on the ends, if it's brushed all the way through, you'll have a nice little curl at the end. And you'll see that the parts that you haven't gotten all the way through, it doesn't slip all the way through. So just be sure to get it all the way through, and then you'll be able to brush from root to tip nice and easily. Another curly hair essential would be a rat tail comb. You definitely need one of these in your life if you don't have one. It just makes the parting process so much easier. The lines are straighter. And please don't try to part a hair unless you've detangled it. But see that curl part? Just use the tail end of the comb and it just makes it so much easier. And easier on the hair, actually. I don't know why it works so great, but from using like an afro comb to using the rat tail for parting, there's just no comparison. Like, the rat tail is the winner for sure. And I think it's because when you're dealing with like longer parts of hair that are curled, that straight line helps it stay straight. And then here I am with my crooked part, but you get the gist. Okay, and then once you have the hair detangled and saturated, all of this parting and styling stuff is so much easier. I think I'm going to do just a parted style so I can show you how I'll just do like a cute little simple style in her hair. But see, I'm using the other side of the comb just for like a little small part there. So really just your preference, but it's definitely good to have that rat tail comb in your toolbox. So I'm doing one side at a time. I'm going to start with this right side over here, and I'll put that side, the hair on the side over there, just in a little bun while I work on this side. I'm going to do a couple little parts with a tie and then just tie them all together. So it's a nice little mini protective style, but also like a very cute style. Here you want the rubber band not to be too tight. You can pull it at the end or like near the root, so you can make sure that it's not like right up against her head or making bumps or anything like that, because you don't want to pull the hair too much and create tension. because it will give them a headache, and you definitely don't want that. Another staple for curly hair, if you want to have a smooth look, is a boar bristle brush. And I'll link the specific one below. So I'm taking this part at the bottom and I'm adding it into the next part I have here. And I'm gonna do that one more time for the next piece at the top and you'll see it. But going back to the boar bristle, just the number of bristles really pulls out each individual curl or each individual hair and like pulls them all together, so you're not just having random curly pieces when you are brushing, just like you would with like a wider tooth brush. If you like that curly look in your ponytail, that's great. For like, if you want a sleek or more smooth look, then definitely use this boar bristle. It will achieve that look so much easier. There are varying degrees of roughness of these, and you don't want to get one that's too soft or it's not going to brush the curls. And then you're not going to want to get one that's too hard or it will hurt. And you want to get like kind of a medium. I don't know which one this is, but it's by Conair. I think I'll link it so you can have the one that I'm using anyway, if you like this one. But it really is just up to the individual. I like a little bit more roughness, just so it brushes the hair really nicely. Okay, so we're all done with this side, and now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Sometimes I like to do one ponytail at the top. I think I will split it into two and do like a cute little pigtail thing at the top. I will join the pieces from the back to the top pieces. So I'm just going to split this part of the hair in two. And just make sure your part is centered as much as you can. I feel like I've done complete hairstyles and then I get to the end and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is completely lopsided. So I guess it doesn't super matter, but I like to try at least to get it centered, like maybe using their nose as a midpoint. And then I'll put this hair over to the side and work on the right side first again. I'm adding some more conditioner just around the edges because I want to make sure it's nice and moisturized so I'm not just pulling dry hair back. And then I'm brushing, making sure not to push too hard so it doesn't hurt. And then let's have a little more fanfare for this unbrush. Oh, I'm obsessed with it, guys. And then see I picked up that piece and I'm adding it into this top part. I like to put it up a little higher and then tie it off. And then it's time to get started on the other side. I'll just do the same exact thing I did on the right side on the left. Now you can leave it curly like this, which I often do, but I'm going to show you how to do a quick finger curl so you can get those nice little ringlets, and they actually stay in better, and to me they hold the moisture better if they're these bigger curls because they've got to be packed together. So I separate them into sections and kind of just roll them around my finger and then just release at the end, and there you have it, a nice little finger curl. When you're doing this part, it's important to make sure all the hairs are going in the same direction. That will definitely help you get that curl because the hair wants to go all together anyway. So you just use this boar bristle brush to get the hairs to all go in the same direction, and then it's a lot easier to curl around your finger.
Mommy.
Wow. Okay.
So cute.
So cute. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
See you next time.